So she was always with us, advising us, giving us better techniques, and guiding the band a lot. So extraordinary Mrs. Kerr, props master. Not only did she make my radio and lock it and find the rest, Mrs. Kerr is so kind, and for your kindness and hard work, can Mrs. Kerr please come up? You may not see him, you might not hear them. Yes, the backstage crew, all in charge by Mr. Hull. His motto, silence, show respect. And Mr. Hull was the one person up for the job. His tactics are the best, and I think that they do a fantastic job every single time. They're absolutely glorious. And our sound and lighting crew did do that. They may be young, but for a very complex job, they are simply stunning. Of course, the unbelievable teachers behind it, Ms. Cummins and Mr. Cullen. Can you please come down? As you all can see, where would we be without the people who did set design and construction, Mr. Edwards, and Mr. Fry, and Mr. Taylor. The wonderful teachers here who made a big difference to our show. Many thanks for the amazing set, Mr. Edwards. Now, the wonderful painted scene, as you can see, was done by Mr. Bruce Shuffman and his art group. Thank you, Mr. P, for your time, and the art group for all their hard work. Could Mr. P come down? The fantastic costume that you can have worn all came from 1930 was all done by Mrs. Lane. Not only did she find great outfits, but she sewed up some and took up her time to do all of those little bits. For all that effort, Mrs. Lane, could you please come down? Now, Mr. Dale, he is just a wonderful principal and a great supporter, and I think all of our cast here would just like to say that he is an amazing person, and could he come down? Costume and sold tickets, and she's really kind, and I think she deserves a big round of applause. Unfortunately, Mrs. Harris couldn't make it. Mrs. Burke, for selling tickets, organizing all the promotions. You're so wonderful. Can you please come up? For her fantastic hair and makeup. They're just troopers. They are fantastic. Mrs. Foster, please come down. Thank you to all of the adult band members, and thank you to all additional staff. The help was really appreciated. We are here. Can we get the staff a painting, please? Mrs. Maldo, can you please come up? Great. This is for all the staff, and Mrs. Maldo is representing it. We also have a very special thanks, and that's to Saja and Daniel, who did an absolute fantastic performance. So to Saja and Daniel.
I'd also like to give credit to my wonderful friend and colleague Jenna Crowley, who is actually the mummy of Nellie, not really Sandy, I knew you didn't believe that. Thank you to Nellie and she's parents, and she's also got some handlers here who work very hard every night to make sure she's like, it's taken us a long time to get you to actually do the small things that you see on stage. So please acknowledge Ms. Crowley.
Thank you all for supporting us. It's been 3 great nights. We do appreciate you coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because we need your support to make this happen. We have a lot of wins in our school, and I just want to take license out because we had another major win today. Emily, you'd like to come forward. Emily,